Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you are. Yes, this is your host, Murray Stewart, and this is Blind Magic in Alice Springs. It's been a little bit of a slow morning for me. I was supposed to be going to my other job today, but unfortunately, side effects of medication has prevented me. I can tell you it's extremely frustrating. But I'm determined to overcome this, absolutely determined. In episode 435, I spoke to you all about inventions that may come about through the agency of those with wealth and those with brains, the genius class. Because there used to be honour amongst thieves. Yes, there did. In days gone by, thieves did have some honour in the sense that they never ever attacked women or older people or people with disabilities, children, etc., etc. It was one of those unwritten rules or laws, even amongst those who were not prone to be making good decisions. But given that this is the case, and the people with disabilities and women and children and others are being attacked in ever-increasing numbers, and this is an absolute concern of society, and I'm not sure that the politicians are stepping up to protect those vulnerable people, and I certainly know that the lawmakers are not stepping up, and neither is the judiciary. So given the absence of that sort of protection, in my view, when it comes to people with disabilities, they should absolutely be putting pressure on the NDIS, that is, the National Disability Insurance Scheme, to step up and start creating the supply and demand situation when it comes to security devices, aids equipment, adaptive technology devices that could add to someone's confidence by ensuring that people with disabilities can go about their everyday life without having to feel extra vulnerable. Yes, I do. I think it should be included in everyone's, and I mean everyone's, plan when it comes to the NDIS. There's all sorts of things that could be sought depending on your disability, depending on your age profile, your levels of ability to protect yourself, etc., etc. But the one thing is certain, there is now almost no honour amongst thieves. That's right, almost no honour. So, given that this is the situation, the NDIA, that is the National Disability Insurance Agency, should absolutely turn their attentions to ensuring that our vulnerable citizens are kept safe, made secure, delivering confidence in their everyday life. So what sort of devices are we talking about? Well, as I said, this is very dependent on the actual disability we are referring to, but it could be, for example, these 360 cameras that a support worker, could monitor on behalf of a person with a disability, or the person with a disability themselves could monitor such a device. That would certainly fall into the adaptive technology budget, that part of your plan. It might be a recording device, something that and that might be a wearable device, something on your person that you would have to keep you safe by recording certain conversations that you feel threatened by. I can think of, for example, young women in cabs where perhaps the driver is not on the level and saying something or doing something that's making that young person feel vulnerable. I mean, right through to devices that are edging into the area of being a weapon. I think I told you about a device that I had many, many years ago that I confess was highly illegal in the day. It was, and that is a pen gun that I used to carry with me. But and that did make me feel secure. I'm not sure how that would be viewed by the NDIS, but I think we are moving into the era where this conversation needs to be had. People with disabilities should be entitled to protect themselves, should absolutely be entitled to ensure that they are made feel secure. If nothing else, locking devices to provide home security would be another area that could be considered. And that could even be a consideration when it comes to the design of homes specific for people with disabilities, ensuring that there is construction considerations around absolutely ensuring that people with disabilities feel safe in their own homes. That's not much to ask, is it? Could be a combination of structural design and adaptive technology. I'm also thinking of something that could be embedded within a wheelchair, whether it be a recording device, whether it be a camera, or whether it be technology that could border into the area of a weapon. The conversation needs to be had. I guess that's what I'm saying, and I'm opening that conversation today. The conversation absolutely needs to be had. Australia's most vulnerable should be entitled to the presumption of security. Absolutely, they should be entitled to that. I'm not sure that the uneducated criminals out there are going to respond to education around this. In fact, I'm not sure that we want to be talking too much about this in such forums for the obvious reasons, so I'll say no more. I will absolutely say no more. Okay, everyone, I hope you all have a magnificent day. This has been episode 437, a Blind Magic Communications production.